should be a fun one. EASHL club action set to go down. Both teams are lined up, and we are set to get things going. Puck is dropped. Let's get things going and find out if we can get a winner here. Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. Oh, caught him with his head down.
He knew exactly what he was doing with that hit this early in the game. He's trying to send a message and dictate the pace.
Takes the pass. And that sails over the net.
There'll be some frustration with that one. You gotta love that he got to some prime time real estate, so did the work and effort to get there. Man, you gotta hit the net when you're in that tight.
The Canadians take it along the wall. Hey, to the middle! And he shuts down a great scoring chance there.
Cahoon's last save was outstanding. He knew exactly where that puck was going to go. That's anticipation at its finest, to be able to get to the right spot, know where that puck is coming from, and make a high-grade A save.
We're still in the early stages of this period. We're still scoreless. Shut down by the blocker.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it, with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
Pokes the puck away. Broken up at center by Pounder. Feeds it over. And he had the answer on that one. And that's picked off at the defensive end. He's got a little jump. Oh, he can't pull the trigger on the play.
Well, because he skated himself into no man's land, ran out of real estate, and gets nothing for it.
Think he'd like that one back. Let's go!
You can see it in the goaltender's body language. He isn't happy with that. He thought he was in good position, squared with the puck. Unfortunately, got it, but not all of it.
Puck Nation's going to start off with the puck here in the neutral zone after winning that face-off. Toronto's got the puck. Moves it quickly over to Outwater. Shot! And he makes the save.
These are the small space skills that some of these athletes have nowadays. They work on it continuously in practice, but to maintain possession while you're being jostled and shoved around, it's incredible to see the hand-eye coordination and the balance in this sequence to take it to the net.
Amos has the puck against the half wall. Poked away in the offensive end. And they'll get it out of the defensive end. Look at this! Play blown dead. Let's get the call. Finley's getting called for tripping.
Well, they have the lead, and now they've taken a penalty, so now they're going to be back on their heels. That power play is going to come out. You know they're going to be smelling and tasting blood, James. The PK unit, they got to be the task.
And they win the face-off and set up to go on the attack. Passes it over! And that pass attempt is deflected. The Canadians looking against the half wall. Picked off by McFray. And they get the puck out of the danger zone. Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. Nice zone entry from the middle. Passes in front. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Trying to clear the puck. And they get it out of harm's way. Quick pass to Amos. St. Paul's got the puck shorthanded. Gaining momentum along the wing. Solid check to slow him down. Picked up along the wall by Amos.
Finley's almost ready to get back on the ice.
St. Paul's lead is still intact after a solid effort by the penalty-killing unit.
The next
Plays it in on the breakaway. Misses the net.
And he had all kinds of time, James, and sometimes you have too much time, you can overthink it. And I think it's a product of that.
Lets it go. Blocked, and he may have just stopped a goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
Icing is the call. We'll get a reset.
Amon's made a great save on that last play, taking away a high-danger chance because of his ability to anticipate and know where the shooter's coming from.
Past the halfway mark of this period, St. Paul's up 1-0. They take possession as he locks them up off the faceoff. Big play inside the defensive zone. Puck Nation's got a hold of the puck. Here's a chance, and he makes the save, and that had some hot sauce on that one. Takes it to the front, and he opts to wait for more support. Quick feed to Shaw. Along the half wall with the puck. Shakes off the coverage. Takes the feed. Nothing.
Coach is just loving these types of shifts.
Scores! Tie game!
Well, you can't worry about what happened in the game, James. It's all about what you do now, staying in the present. That's exactly what they've done, and they've got the equalizer.
Toronto saving it up right before the end of the first period. So what becomes the message now in the locker room, Cheryl?
Well, you want to start the second the way you finished the first, right? And I think that's the pivotal thing is you want to make sure that you have urgency right from puck drop. And sometimes you don't want that break, James, because you're coming off of a shift. You score a goal. You want to keep it going.
Tries to the crease. Scores! Absolutely critical finish on the breakaway.
All the way down the ice, James. The ability to get away from the puck, look over his shoulder, know where everyone is, and then that clean finish. Unbelievable goal. Another confidence he shows on a breakaway, James, is why he's one of the best in the game at it. He knows that there's pressure from behind that's going to hunt him down, but he has the poise and the patience with the puck to be able to execute.
St. Paul's got a one-goal lead after that strike here in the first.
Well, it's all about quick strike, and now they've got the go-ahead, so they know that they can be confident with the puck, but they certainly can't sit back and protect it.
Into the attacking end. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. Passes it to Finley. Puts him hard into the wall. Oh, and he denies him with a fantastic stop there.
I'd say he has some fast twitch muscle fiber in there because I'm telling you, he makes that save. I thought that was going in, but he just reacts and keeps it out of the net.
And one last save. Whistle stops the play. Finley's getting called for 2 minutes here by the officials.
An inopportune time, close game here to take a penalty, James, late in the frame. You got to find a way to kill this off, get to the intermission and regroup.
And that concludes the first 20 minutes of play. Second period action. Stick around. A clean sheet of ice beckons, and period number 2 set to get underway. St. Paul's shorthanded unit gets off to a good start. They win the draw and take early possession. Delayed penalty coming up here by the official. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Helpwatter's going to serve a pair for interference.
A tough penalty to take as you're looking for the equalizer. You're in a one-goal deficit, and you got to find a way to generate offense, James. Real tough one to take.
Puck set to drop. We've got some 4-on-4 coming up.
A few ways to play a 4-on-4. You can sit back, or you can be very aggressive on the puck. But you have to make sure that you're aware as well. There's more ice out there for your opponent, too. Dumont's running and gunning tonight, James. He got the go-ahead goal earlier, and now he's looking for more.
Dupuis crossed the line and gained the zone. St. Paul's got the puck along the boards. Puck Nation's got a small window to go to work here on this power play with the penalty expired. And he came up with a solid stop on that play. Puck is cleared out of the defensive zone. Both sides are evened up as the power play has expired.
You can have all the ozone possession time on a power play in the world and you don't convert. Why? Because that's where you have it, on the outside. You have to find ways to create seams, diagonal lines to the net, be able to shoot off the pass and get scoring opportunities. One's made a great save here. Let's have a clear look at it. I mean, they're in a high danger area and he is so dialed in at the top of his crease. Very
Nations got the puck. Here's the shot. Oh, he stopped that rocket. Strong hit on the play. Outwater's got it on the offensive end. St. Paul's got to hold him against the wall. And they'll keep on playing as icing is waved off. And that skips out of the offensive end. From the point, looks to make something happen. Here's a chance, sends it in front. And he denies that great opportunity there. Finley's taking it from his own end. Slides it across. Scores! And that one going off the defender for an own goal. Puck Nations now up by 2 here in the second.
They really pushed the pace this entire game, James. It's going to be a question as to whether they can really close it out. And their first 2 strides have been urgent. That tells me they've been prepared right from puck drop.
Good hit on the play. Shaw's got it against the boards. Pass stolen in the open ice. Here they come on the rush. Here's a pass in front. Scores! What a finish on that play. St. Paul's carried the puck like it's been on a string all night, Cheryl.
Puck's been on their stick, and their opponent's been on their heels. They've just been worn down with the offensive zone possession time. And how about the goaltender? Seeing so much rubber tonight and a lot in the netting.
Dishes it off. Sends the feed in front. And that's stopped. Penalty coming up here. Finley's going off to the box for 2 minutes.
And that's another penalty, James. And you know that his teammates aren't going to like this. This really disrupts the flow of the bench and puts his team in a bad spot.
Oh, and he takes possession of the puck from off the wing with the centers all locked up there off the draw. McRae's moving the puck through his own zone. Here's the clearing attempt. Gets it out of his own end. Works it across to Amos. Takes a shot. Makes the glove stop.
Dumont's been playing with bite tonight and certainly packing a punch here with a hat trick so far in this game. I mean, he has been the option. He has been the threat on the ice. And the other team, they don't have an answer for him. They got to solve this riddle. They got to try and disrupt and negate him if they want an attempt at winning this game.
Can they capitalize on this power play? Here comes the face-off. St. Paul's taking possession in their own end. Looking for space inside the D zone. Here's a chance to clear the puck from his own end. Taken along the wall by Outwater. Angles it over to Pounder. The Canadians carry it along the wall. Slides the puck over. Puck Nation's got a chance to work the transition game now shorthanded. Power play has expired.
Well, there's players on the bench that would kill for that opportunity. Just no urgency whatsoever from that power play unit and didn't generate any momentum.
Scores! A huge goal here has put them right back into this one.
Yeah, and if they can get one more, they'll be one away from tying this game up, James. So it's about building and continually finding ways to press and be aggressive on the puck.
Toronto's not out of the woods just yet, not by a long shot, but at least they've made it a game, Cheryl.
They've made it a game, and they aren't out of the woods, but they can figure out a way to get out of them, and that's one shift at a time, and they can start right there with a goal.
St. Paul's got the puck in the defensive end. Puck Nations gain possession along the boards. Toronto's got it in the neutral zone. And now it's grabbed by Amos. Here's a pass down low. On the backhand. Turned away on the wraparound. Oh, what a great reactionary stop there.
Reactionary is right, James. He knew exactly where the shooter was going and a strong push across to be able to make that save.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, Toronto still down by 2 goals in this one. Puck Nations won the defensive zone draw. And a great save. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Officials getting ready to drop the puck. Puck possession so key in today's game. from off the wing. He comes up with it with both centers scrummed up. Receives the pass. Gets in front of it. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Slides in off the wing after the centerman tied him up. Moves it to Pounder. Tosses it on to Outwater. It's in the back of the net for an own goal. Toronto's goal late here in period number 2 has given them new life here late.
They'll need to take that life and re-energize themselves, but it's been all about good habits, not getting frustrated at the score, finding a way to put it in. They just did it.
And with that, 2 periods now in the books. Been a great night of hockey here on EA Sports, and we got the 3rd period coming at you in moments. Welcome back to EA Sports. I'm fired up. Pounder's fired up. The players are fired up. And I know you're fired up for the 3rd period. Well, here we go. Period number 3 is underway. We'll see if Pad the Stats night continues. All right, partner, what's your take on what you've seen here tonight?
The Canadians have a 1-goal deficit heading into the 3rd period here, James, but you gotta like the way they played through 40 minutes. I mean, they've held the puck, they've had possession time, and I think their effort areas have been quality. They just have to find a way to convert and try and get this tied.
And a strong physical collision on the play there. Brady's got the puck in his own zone. Loses the coverage there. There's another for the hit parade. Pass to Amos. Looking to make something happen along the boards. St. Paul's got it behind the net. Finley's lugging the puck. Here's the chance to set up now. Stopped by the goaltender.
Oh, what a save there, James. I mean, that's situational awareness at its finest, knowing exactly where the threat is in that slow slot and taking all the space away.
Slides it over with pace to Pounder. The Canadians played along the boards. Takes a shot. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. Dumont's got it in the defensive end. Puck Nation's got a hold of it along the wall. Oh, you might call that friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. Pounders across the line now and on the attack in the offensive end. On the attack along the boards. Gains the zone through center. Quick shot! He scores! And there's the hat-trick 3 as the magic number.
It's a magic number. He's doing everything he can to take the crowd out of this one as he's with the away team, but been dominated, playing really confident all night long.
And off the draw, they win the faceoff. St. Paul's got control of the puck. There's another hit on the play.
He's going to feel terrible tomorrow, James. Over and over again, he's been throttled.
Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. They've got some momentum here. The Canadians played along the wing. He's it over. St. Paul's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Slides the pass over to Finley. Broken up in the neutral zone by Dupuis. He got all of that hit. Takes the feed at center and moves forward. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Good check, frees the puck up.
This is the best part of the game. It's really tight. It's down the stretch. One mistake either way will be the difference maker.
Moves the puck over to Dupuis. Toronto's got it in their own zone. Bumped off the puck. Grabbed along the board by Amos. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away. Brady's done a great job of staying the course in this game here, James. You know, he could let the multiple opportunities that he hasn't cashed in on really get to him, but he doesn't. He continues with his persistence and his relentlessness to the net here, and it pays off in dividends as he gets on the board.
Pounders won the draw here in the offensive zone. Slides the puck down low. Toronto's going to play it from the corner. Scores! And we take a drive to Clutch City as they take the lead.
Well, the lead is in their hands, and now it's about building off of that. Good shift management, dictating pace, controlling the offensive zone. Everything now, it's on the line.
Pumps the puck away. Moves it quickly over to Finley. Takes it into the slot. Scores! A massive goal here in the third, and we're tied.
Yeah, they're on their toes now, and their opponent are on their heels, and this is the critical time of the game now. Face-off gets set up, they'll want possession.
Puck Nation's hard work, dedication, and perseverance has paid off here with a goal late in the third.
I love that they battled all game to be in it, James, and they get the equalizer in the late stages. And now the momentum is in their favor. They've got to find a way to attack. This next shift is so important. They have their opponent on their heels.
Here in the late goings of the period, the next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Pounders won it off the faceoff. Sends it out in front. Great defensive heads-up play to pick it off. The Canadians will play it in their own end. Oh, and the anchor is dropped on that hit. And a quick save on that one. This one's still up for grabs as we approach the final minute. He grabs the puck here at the point. Oh, what a hit! You might say they reached the end of the road.
Yeah, certainly, James. And these are the ones that the coach loves. They always say, play on your toes, play assertive. Well, this play displays that, right? Closing quickly, being aggressive, great spacing, line up your check, hammer against the wall. Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Officials ready to drop the puck and get things back underway. St. Paul's got it in the defensive zone. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. Toronto's got the puck in their own end. Quick pass to Outwater. Forces the turnover. Takes the feed. Toronto's looking to break out. Picked up along the boards by Amos. Puck Nation's got the puck along the wall. Dumont's got it in the defensive zone. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Fans want a shot here in the dying seconds of the period. The goalie's best friend comes up big again as it goes off the outside of the frame. There's the buzzer. 60 minutes of play has solved absolutely nothing. So let's go to overtime, and we'll do that next here on EA Sports. time. Passes it over to Brady. Shot! And that's off target as it hits a body. Dishes it to Edwater. Curry to the slot. Denied by the goaltender. St. Paul's got it in their own zone. And that's offside, stopping the play. The Senators will glide into the dot. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. Amos plays the puck. Moves inside. Game on his stick. Finds some space in the corner. And it's deflected off someone in front. And he takes the dish.
Dumont's been having the kind of night change.
Chance to win